morning, I'm Tamara with Wyoming Dutch Oven Cooking. Welcome to our cooking channel today. You know, we're not in Wyoming, we're down here in Arizona. We spend about 6 months down here in the wintertime, which is absolutely wonderful. And we are in a new area new to us today. It's southeast Arizona. And this country really reminds us of Montana, where we grew up, and of course Wyoming. As you can see in the background what this looks like. Isn't that absolutely beautiful?
It is great.
What?
I said it is great.
Yes, my husband loves it here too. This morning we had some hunters coming through our camp, and they were out hunting javelina. We're sure hoping that they don't come into our camp, but I guess we'll have to deal with that if it happens. But this morning we're doing something fun for breakfast, something very simple, and it's getting close to noon actually, but it is really a fun thing to do when you're out camping, and it's very, very simple. It's a ham and Swiss cheese roll up with puff pastry. And I went ahead and got my puff pastry out here, and it's kind of unthawed. It's nice and warm. And what I'm going to do here next is put some of our favorite mustard on here, which we love this Boar's Head mustard that we get down here in Arizona. But you know, I think we can get it in Montana or Wyoming now. It's just a wonderful kind of a coarsely ground mustard. What I'm doing here is putting on some of this wonderful mustard. It's a Boar's Head coarsely ground mustard with a little bit of horseradish, and I'm putting about a couple tablespoons on here. You don't want too much of this because you don't want it too overpowering for your ham and cheese, but you kind of spread it evenly over like that. And now what I'm going to do is I have some thinly sliced Swiss cheese and ham. And I'm just going to layer this on here. You want to keep it about an inch from the edge here because you don't want this to ooze out. And then we are going to bake this today in our 10-inch Dutch oven. And I'm going to leave it right on this parchment paper because that just works out really slick to take it out when it's all done. I have an extra piece here, so I'm just going to kind of overlap it. There we go. And then on some of this really nicely thinly sliced ham, we're going to put that on there. And if I miss anything in the ingredients and what I'm doing today, you can go to the description below, and the complete recipe is down there. Well, we're going to bake this today about 400 for about 35-40 minutes. Keep an eye on it because you want it nice and golden brown. Of course, our wonderful winds come up, but that just kind of happens. And now what I'm going to do is roll this up like a jelly roll. Actually, I'm going to roll it this opposite way. This works much better. But you roll it up like a jelly roll. You know, puff pastry is really something fun to do. You can do all kinds of things with puff pastry. We've made some really good desserts with it, haven't we?
Oh, you betcha. You'd love that stuff.
In fact, we do have a YouTube video out there that we made with puff pastry. You'll have to check that out. It's an apple tort that is absolutely wonderful. We hope you subscribe, hit that like button. Of course, we would love a comment. Okay, you see how I did that? Of course, you know, like I said, here comes my wind. My helper, the cameraman's going to help me. But you kind of tuck the ends in here so you don't want your cheese to ooze out. And when I put it in my Dutch oven, I'm going to put it with the seam side down. Okay, we're going to see you in a little bit after we bake this, and you'll see how wonderful this is. Look at this. It turned beautiful golden brown. We baked this over briquettes today. As you can see, it really browned very nicely. And we baked it about 400 for about 30 minutes. We're going to take this out. I'm going to lift it by the parchment paper, which works great. And then we're going to let it cool for a bit. We're going to slice it and enjoy it with a wonderful cup of camp coffee. Does that sound great? Sure can't wait to have a slice of this, and I know my wonderful husband, my cameraman, is waiting too. And of course, our motto is great food shared with family and friends equals great times. Of course, no family or friends are with us today, so we're just going to eat this all by ourselves. Until we meet again, thank you.